The arrival. The vessel dropped out of hyperspace without warning. Orbital Command Station Vega 7 lit up like a supernova. Every sensor array, every telescope, every listening dish swiveled toward the anomaly materializing beyond Jupiter's shadow. Admiral Marcus Hale gripped the railing of the observation deck, his knuckles bone white. "One ship," Lieutenant Priya Okafor whispered beside him. "They sent one ship." It was enormous. A dark, angular thing the size of a small moon, bristling with weapons arrays that dwarfed humanity's entire orbital fleet. The Vreth had been monitoring Earth's radio signals for decades. They knew exactly what humans were, and they had sent a single vessel to answer back. The comm channel crackled. The translation algorithm, 15 years in the making, rendered their first message in flat, emotionless English. "We are here to negotiate your species' surrender. You have 72 hours. Marcus stared at the ship. Something about it gnawed him. Not fear, exactly. Something else. Why just one? The war room. Doubt sets in. 12 hours later, Earth's Joint Strategic Council was in open chaos. Generals demanded retaliation. Scientists begged for dialogue. Politicians said nothing useful. But in the corner of the room, Dr. Elliot Rourke, theoretical xenobiologist, perpetually underfunded, perpetually ignored, raised his hand. "Has anyone actually asked why they only sent one ship?" The room went quiet in the way rooms do when someone says something obvious that no one wants to admit. "It's a show of dominance," General Vasquez snapped. "One ship is all they need." "Maybe," Elliot said slowly. "Or maybe one ship is all they have." He pulled up the sensor data on the holographic display. The ship was powerful, yes, but its energy readings were irregular, fluctuating, like an engine running on fumes. Its hull bore the faint scars of old battles, poorly repaired. And its weapons arrays, though massive, showed heat signatures consistent with systems that hadn't been fired in a very long time. "This ship is old," Elliot said. "And it's alone. And it wants our surrender rather than our destruction." He paused. "Conquerors don't negotiate. Desperate survivors do." The room sat with that for a long, uncomfortable moment. The transmission, humanity gambles. Marcus made the call. Against every military instinct, against the screaming protests of half the council, he authorized a response, not of submission, not of defiance, but of a question. "Why did you come alone?" 40 minutes of silence followed. Then the Vreth ship powered down its primary weapons array. The response came slowly, haltingly, as if the translation was being chosen with great care. "Because we are the last. Our empire fell. Our worlds burned. We came to your star because your signals were warm. We came to take what we needed to survive. We do not know another way." Elliot exhaled. He had been right, but there was no satisfaction in it. Somewhere inside that vast, dying ship was a civilization, reduced to a single vessel, a crew of survivors, armed to the teeth and utterly terrified, doing the only thing they had ever been taught to do. Threaten. Demand. Conquer. Because no one had ever taught them anything else. The choice, something new. Marcus stood before the camera alone. No speechwriters. No council approval. Just a man and a microphone and 48 hours left on a countdown that no longer felt like a death sentence. He spoke clearly. "We won't surrender. But we won't fight either. You crossed the void alone, with a broken ship and a dying crew, because you didn't know what else to do. We've been there. We understand desperation. We're offering something different, not your terms, not ours." New ones. Together. Another silence. Longer this time. Then, piece by piece, like armor slowly being removed, The Vrest ship powered down its remaining weapon systems. A docking signal was requested. Priya grabbed Marcus's arm, her eyes wide. "Are we actually doing this?" "We're doing this," he said. The dock, what one ship really meant. When the airlock finally opened, what stepped through was not a monster. It was a creature, tall, silver gray, four-armed, with hollow eyes full of something unmistakably recognizable. Exhaustion. Grief. Hope. Behind it, through the narrow portal, Marcus could see the ship's interior. Families huddled in corridors. Children pressed against portholes. And entire people crammed into one vessel, carrying the ashes of their civilization across the stars. They hadn't sent one ship to intimidate humanity. One ship was all that remained. Marcus stepped forward, extended his hand in the only gesture of welcome he knew, and made history the quiet way, not with a war, but with a door held open.